From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Monday, January 18th, 2016. Silver is trading at $13.98 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,092 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $383. Antiwar.com reports a U.S. drone strike, the first such strike of 2016, has attacked the Shabwa province of central Yemen over the weekend, destroying a car traveling through the desert in the eastern part of the province and killing at least 3 people. The slain were not identified, but reports as usual labeled them suspected militants. Al-Qaeda is known to have a presence in the area, but there is no indication beyond that in anything made public that the car was suspicious in any other way. Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula has taken advantage of the Saudi invasion of Yemen last year to amass considerable territory of their own, including the port city of Al-Mukalla. The U.S. drone strikes in the second half of 2015 mostly centered on that city. The U.S. withdrew all of its forces providing targeting data for the drone war in Yemen long ago, but has continued the drone war irrespective of this. This has made the identities of those being killed even less apparent. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton on Saturday called for new sanctions to be placed on Iran due to its ballistic missile testing program. Clinton made the comment in a statement following news that most sanctions on Iran would be lifted and that 4 American prisoners held in Iran were being freed. The former Secretary of State said if she becomes the U.S. president, her method of dealing with Iran would be to distrust and verify. Clinton said in the statement, Iran is still violating UN Security Council resolutions with its ballistic missile program, which should be met with new sanctions designations and firm resolve. Clinton praised the administration of Barack Obama for securing the release of 4 American prisoners, including Washington Post journalist Jason Rezaian. All 4 of the men held dual U.S.-Iranian citizenship. Are you an advocate for free market money? Do you promote Bitcoin as an alternative in a fiat-centric world? Then you need Spendabit in your arsenal, the search engine for things you can buy with Bitcoin. Spendabit aggregates millions of products from thousands of Bitcoin-enabled merchants. Keep your money in the free economy. Visit spendabit.co today. Bitcoin merchants, ask about our merchant suite to reach even more customers. Spendabit.co. Reuters reports U.S. civil rights hero Martin Luther King Jr. and Civil War Confederate Commander General Robert E. Lee will share a common holiday on Monday in 3 southern states, but perhaps for the final time in one of them, Arkansas. The state's governor is pushing to separate the joint celebration after critics said it is an insult for the man who fought to end racial segregation to share a holiday with the man who many believe fought to preserve slavery. Governor Asa Hutchinson told a news conference this month about the remembrances. They need to be distinguished and separate. Arkansas, Mississippi, and Alabama for years have observed a joint holiday for Martin Luther King and Robert E. Lee, whose birthdays are just 4 days apart. Arkansas in the 1940s set up a day in mid-January to honor Robert E. Lee and created a holiday for King in 1983. 2 years after that, it combined the two for a joint day marked on the 3rd Monday in January. In January last year, Arkansas lawmakers defeated a bill that would have reserved the January date for King and established a Memorial Day, although not a holiday, for Lee in November. For many in Arkansas, Lee remains a revered figure who fought with dignity for the South. Arkansas State Representative Fred Love, who led the unsuccessful campaign in 2015 to separate the joint holiday, said passing the measure would be a winner in terms of race relations. Representative Jeff Wardlaw, who voted against Love's bill, said his conservative constituents are concerned Lee would be officially disregarded. Hutchinson wants lawmakers to pass legislation that gives King a day of his own when they meet for a regular session in the Republican-dominated state House. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.